Alright guys, welcome back. Central Florida Prepper here. Today we'll be going over some of those survival buckets. A few months back, I believe about 4 months ago, I was showing you how ideas that we do here, not only here at the house but with our prepper community here at the house. We store survival buckets full of gear away from our location in case something happens. As in, we have to get out and you know what, there just was not time to grab that bug out bag, even though you need to have it close. So this here is one of our food buckets. The reason why it's so nice and clean right now is because I already dug it out. It's been a busy weekend. So we've already pulled the original 2 trash bags off of it. That is the last bag before we get to the bucket, so I'll open that for y'all. Now I buried this bucket, I think in February. I think it was February. I have to check my records again, but the reason why we dug it up is that, as I have communicated here on YouTube many times now, we are preparing to move. We are stages before we get to Wyoming, so a lot of our personal supplies that are not a part of our community here, as far as our prepping community, we are retrieving many of those. I'm not going to go into detail of the location of this one, but this one is one of our food buckets. Okay, the reason I won't go over the details of where the location is because some of our groups also has survival gear buried out in this location. So on top of that, the wife and I sat down with our community here, and there is a lot of stuff that we're leaving behind with them. Multiple reasons why. One, you know, some of the things we have in excess. I know a prepper have excess. When we go to move, we're running on limitations of travel storage. Let's put it that way, travel storage. How much material we can move at one time. So instead of multiple trips back to Apopka, Florida, it was just easier to give over some location of our personal items that our group did not know about, because they even have that too. That way they have a little extra. I mean, we're moving out, alright? I never claimed that, you know, I'm in charge of the group. I kind of run it, okay? I built the group, but we are a community where we all have a vote and say on things. But I have a little bit more gear than some, and you know, this is a little bit extra to help them out while we move away. Another quick thing I want to go over. We have hit, let me get out of the way there, 100,000 views. Yeah. And you guys did every single bit of that, alright? That has nothing to do with me. That's just the videos I produce and put out. I've had 100,000 views on the total of this channel. Now again guys, I started this channel right before April of this year, 2019, and it's like a couple days before. I really didn't want to do April 1st because April Fool's Day, you know, that whole thing. But 100,000 views to me is a huge accomplishment. Alright, when I first started, I was excited as could be to have 100 views and 100 subscribers. Now we've got 2,770 subscribers, if I remember correctly, from this morning. So yeah, we are growing massively. Now again guys, I have had a lot of help in that department. Alright, between the shout outs I've gotten from a much larger channel than mine, you guys here, part of this family, this community here, y'all have went and shared the videos on your social media platforms. That right there actually does a lot of promotion. When I look at the analytics and seeing extra traffic coming from Facebook, Instagram, things like that, because it'll let me know where my traffic's coming from. That's from you guys, okay? I did start up a Twitter account to help promote the channel. I'm not a Twitter guy. I'm really not. It's I don't know. It's just like, seems like all you're doing is texting the world on that. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm just not used to it. I'm the wrong generation, I guess. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into this. I'm going to show you what we had in stock. Like I said, this was, I got to tear it. I'm thinking it's February. I think this bucket is February of this year. So that's what, 9 months in the ground. Now these buckets we bury 4 feet deep. Okay, that's to the top of the bucket. Yeah, so they're deep in the ground. They stay pretty cool. There's water, food, things like that in there. So when you get into this, I do know that there are some items in there that you might be, dude, why is that in there and why isn't something else in there? Again, this is a food bucket. This was prior than my affiliate programs that I've gotten. I've talked about, Legacy before. Give the little icon up there. Yeah. Hey guys, this is an affiliate program. No, they haven't sponsored this video or anything like that. This is somebody I'm using, extra income for the community, and it's a product I do stand behind. Again, those Legacy ones, I've said in the past, those there I definitely see as a long-term food storage for bugging in location. On the run, no, I like to have other options for that, because this, it takes 12 to 15 minutes to cook. And if you're on the run, you really don't have 12-15 minutes once you got your fire going and boiling water to cook. Okay, so we have authorization in that. So let's go ahead and get into that. I do have my coffee here. And guys, thank you again for the great support on yesterday's video. Like I said, I just had to take a break. No, I'm not having a breakdown or nothing like that. When you throw yourself and embed yourself in non-stop news coverage on many different topics, whether it be MSM, conspiratorial, whatever, eventually it takes its toll. Okay, I'll not just mentally, but physically. I was exhausted. All right, if I'm up late doing that, see, I'm usually an early person, early riser. So if I'm up late till 3 a.m. checking stores or watching other YouTube channels, who, by the way, I do support, to get additional information, yeah, it wears me down. So I was sitting out here working on, of course, the fire starting kits. Got a lot of things going on with that, but I was working on that, and I know I needed to do a video, and we hadn't done our grocery run yet because we're kind of limited in our space. Okay, so I'm like, we got so much food right now, we're gonna have to transport all this food. So instead of going to the store buying something, showing weekly food prep, we decided, we're just gonna hold off on that right now because we had so much stuff we got to move. I got boxes all over the house right now. So even entertaining guests though or something like that is like, nope, not right now, guys. You ain't got no place to sit. But let's go ahead and get into this. You already heard me jawing away. Let's open this up. Okay guys, so like I already said, we've already took 2 of the exteriors off. Still looks like a little bit of dirt got through, but that's quite alright. Now these are, I want to say vacuum sealed, but they're not really vacuum sealed. Basically we just cut a little slot in the bag and we suck out all the oxygen that's around it. Then we tape it down with the good old Gorilla Tape. That way it's just a little bit better. But that's quite alright. Yeah, this was a February one. This is 2/7/2019. So this is Gorilla Tape on this, guys. So let's just go cut it off. Be easier. Now I have showed these buckets in the past. You can get them anywhere. These here, actually this bucket that I have, I've had for a while. This isn't a Walmart one, but the lid is definitely a Walmart lid. I got paid $2 for the lid. So yeah, still some things have gone through, but for the most part the bags do their jobs. Alright, so this particular location that we have this bucket, we have the ability to acquire fish or other aquatic creatures for eating. So there is a small supplied fishing kit there. Alright, it's just the basics: lines, hooks, sinkers, bobbers. You can make a fishing line a fishing pole is anything, all right? When I was traveling down to Mexico, I've actually seen them use a Coca-Cola can, a 12-ounce Coca-Cola can, and they just tied their line to it. They hand fished the entire time. So it actually worked out very well. I tried it myself. It does work. These are the fishing hooks here. Most of these are probably Eagle Claw or something like that. So, yeah. Alright, now we do carry some fishing equipment. It's usually a very small kit in our bug out bags, but because you know I don't plan on fishing when I'm bugging out, but this is one of our food stock buckets, and it's an item didn't take up much room, we decided to throw in. Alright, so we have Mountain House Chili Mac with beef. Okay, now I have talked about Mountain House before. I did say that they are expensive. Okay, I get that. You know, it's a 25-year shelf life. I've always told everybody to prep your first bit on the rotational stock, canned goods, dry goods. Alright, now I could have done canned goods and stuff like that in these survival buckets, but this is something I didn't know when I was going to be pulling out, so I wanted something long term, and I wasn't sure how well the canned goods and stuff was going to last in the buckets, because I've never pulled one out this length of time yet. Usually like every 6 months you know, check on your supplies, but this thing was in deeper. Alright, so yeah, we got one of those. We got scrambled eggs, ham, and peppers. I do like eggs. Rice and chicken. Beef stew. Oh, I do remember when I bought this. Ice cream sandwich, okay? I got this discounted at Walmart when I bought it because it was like $1 and change, because it's been broken all to pieces inside. So yeah, they had discounted it. But you know what, when you're eating something, it's gonna break up anyway while you're chewing on it. So that's what we got. And these here, this is the Wise Company creamy vegetable pastas. These here were sample packs that was sent to me, possible for review. I did not do these as reviews, but I did keep them. They sent me a couple of them, and I tried them here at the house, you know, firsthand, and I did not really like the taste of these. Alright, but these were single servings at, you know, 200 calories. So, you know, there's still 400 calories worth of food that we decided to throw in the bucket anyway. Again, guys, I'm not promoting Wise. If you like Wise, that is your department. Good for you. I did not like the taste of these, but we put them in, instead of throwing them away, we put them in there. Okay, next up we have good old stainless cup. Alright, nothing fancy. This one you get at Walmart. Okay, set on fire. Just cook stove, whatever. Wait a boil of water. I do have a lighter, Bic lighter, and it does work. We have the UCO storm matches, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not. These are the same matches that we use in our fire kits, okay? But I wanted a way of producing fire. Now we carry the magnesium fire rods, magnesium fire starter rods in our packs and stuff like that. And of course, I carry CFP emergency fire starting kits in our pack and also in the car. But this bucket was prior to the kit's inventions. Alright. We have some Gatorade. This is a 4-pack. We have the Sawyer Mini. This is vacuum sealed. I do like the Sawyer Minis. I am currently looking at a company right now. They asked me to be an affiliate program with them. I'm looking into their products. They said they got a lot of scientific backing with their water filtration that is actually able to filter out viruses and bacteria. So I'm going to be looking into that. If it's ungodly amount to purchase, obviously it's not something I'm interested in for the channel, because we try to do everything with budgets. Sawyer Minis, 20 bucks at Walmart, Amazon, whatever. Another thing of fire is Sterno. Whoops, I about dropped that. Sterno. Okay, Sterno keeps. That way we have a way of making fire. I think this is KFC. I could be wrong. It's probably Popeye's chicken. We can't afford KFC. little fork and knife set. I didn't do spoons because if it comes down to needing a spoon to ingest something, you just tilt your cup up and drink it. This is a Esbit stove. I don't know if I've ever shown one of these in operation yet. I might actually cut this one out of our vacuum seal and show that off. I know there's some people that might already have videos on this. It's just another source of fire, guys. So that there. Oh yeah. I've talked about these in the past. These are mosquito coil repellent coils. You get them at Walmart. These things are freaking amazing. All right, it comes 4 in a pack. Okay, and you just light them up, let them burn. They work very well to get rid of mosquitoes, and they're not very expensive. And you're not getting that spray all over you either. So what else we got here? We got some rope. That's just, you know what? I think I actually got that rope. It's 50 foot of rope for like $1 at the dollar store. Coffee. All right, this is instant coffee. I'm not sure. I think there's 6 pouches in here. Yeah, I had pre-made my own coffee there. Vacuum sealed toilet paper and paper towels. Yeah, it's amazing the size once you. And this is not the single ply either, so that's always nice. Alright, now I've showed these in the past. This is the UST Emergency Food Ration Bar. Or maybe it's a UTS. Either way, you can see the logo there. 2,400 calorie bar. I have done a review on this. I had one that the package was damaged and the air had went through, and I went ahead and did a review on this back when I first started my channel. I like these. You know, they don't take up much weight. They don't take up much room. Do they weigh? Yes, they weigh 1 pound and 2 ounces a piece. But that's all day eating right there. You don't sit down and eat the whole bar. You just munch on it while you're doing your stuff. Alright, so we have 3 of those. How much longer I got on these? I got till December 2023 on those. Yep. Alright, so yeah, 5-year shelf life. And we have 2 liter of water. That says 1/119. That's probably when I bottled it. Prior to putting it in the ground, looks like an air bubble still up in there. So let's check this out. I'm pretty sure since it is tap water, it's probably be just fine. Mainly because all the chemicals they put in tap water. Hold on a second. It's not green, guys. That's the bottle. Well, my cup's not clean, but it's okay. Alright, so like I said, the cup wasn't clean. Well, there's no smell. It tastes like water. Now, I do apologize that I did not pack, you know, a bottle of diet water or low-cal water or low-carb water. My apologies, guys. You know, I'm just a fat boy and I like regular tap water. That's a running joke here, guys. I've seen people advertise 0-calorie water. Okay, so yeah, and it was just water. So yeah, that was bottle 1/119. The reason why it's a 2 liter. One, the Sawyer Mini. I've done reviews on these. Will screw right on top. There it is. Screw right on top of a 2 liter or 20-ounce soda bottle. You know, water bottle. Having water on hand when we get to location is going to be nice. Like I said, where this particular bucket was at, there was a location where we could fish and, you know, get water if we need to. But having it on hand was actually decent. Yeah, that tastes fine, guys. Alright, but if we had any questions though, we could just run it through a filter and be just fine. Okay guys, so that was one of the many survival buckets that we've had to dig up. We still have our bug out refill location. We've got 2 of those that we've got to go and pick through with group members, because we have some electronic equipment, things like that, that are actually very expensive, mainly solar. We do have a set of radios and stuff like that at these locations, so we got to go there and pick through and see what we're taking with us, and if anything, what we're leaving behind for the group here. As far as everybody else might say, well, you should just leave everything for the group. You know, they depend on you. They don't depend on me. Everybody works as, oh yeah, we work as a community, but they're also responsible for their own preparation as an independent. Okay, we don't have a community set up here where, oh well, I would get this, but so and so's already got it, so I don't have to worry about it, because if I need it, I'll just get it from him. That's not how we work our prepper community here at the house. All right. Now, if everything happens, are we able to work together? Yeah, you know, that's the plan. But part of the responsibility of everybody is to strive to be self-sufficient on their own if need be. We are a community, but we didn't want people that would come in and just, oh man, I just buy ammo. I don't buy none of that food and stuff. Oh, Billy Ray down the road, he's got, you know, 5 tons of dry goods. You know, I'll just get it from him. No, that's not how this works. Okay, everybody has to do their part. Okay, now you can't build communities where you're responsible for this, you're responsible for that, good stuff. And I've found when we ran that scenario with the group here, everyone's like, well, that's kind of like one-sided, man, because if somebody's responsible for electronics, they're going to be spending a lot of money on electronics compared to the guy that just buys, you know, 1-pound propane tanks. See? So, yeah, it's when you're running a community, especially as large as ours, yeah, there's a lot of debates, a lot of talks and stuff like that we have to do, and I can't go into a lot of detail on that. Maybe when I get out in Wyoming, I can get more into how groups are set up and things like that. There's some things I cannot say here, which is fine by me. I mean, you know, some things I just can't talk about. You know, it's just operations security, guys. But for the most part, everything's running good here. They, for the most part, don't want to see us leave. There's a couple in there that, you know, I may have rubbed wrong over the years. But, you know, we get along good. It's just that some of us don't always see eye to eye on certain situations. And that's just the thing when you're dealing with people. Alright, guys, so that is that. Alright, again, I do appreciate every single one of y'all that have been contributing to the growth of this channel. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about the views, the sharing, alright? Sharing the videos on your social media, the thumbs ups, all that stuff, guys. It helps excel this channel. Those thumbs ups, those comments, things like that shows that there's interaction with the channel and tells that algorithm that people are actually watching and enjoying the channel, so that's actually helped promoting the channel further along. So again, guys, I appreciate everything y'all have done. So till next time, I will speak to y'all later. Of course, we still have our live stream on Friday, 8 p.m. my time, that'll be Eastern time. So I'm still working on our guests for that Friday night. So till then, y'all take care, and I'll speak to y'all later.